Alright, let me just keep going with the reasons why I think I was chosen to do this. Alright, I'm a Crimmy. That means I have a name that's significant at my alma mater, Aurora University. And I'm here to tell you that the biggest sorrow of President James Crimmy's life was that he was the lone holdout liberal between him and my father and my grandfather, Ernest Crimmy. Now, Ernest Crimmy is my greatest hero in life, and I feel like I'm his ambassador. And he died in 1955, and I can understand what he was, because of what he was put through. I can talk about what a great man he was, how everyone who knew him knew what a great man he was, and how our family are the perfect ones to talk about what the Republicans and what the right-wingers and what the ultimately fascist Nazis, which is what we got going, what the strain of right-wing has turned totally fascist and Nazi. What it did to our family, what they did to our family, and how my dad and my Uncle Don Hubbard, could get things so wrong, and Uncle Jim and me could get things so right. And I believe now that everyone's dead except for me and my dad. I think now it's time for me to unify everybody and say that, no, we said we were Christians, we said we were ultimate Christians, and that we really stood for something, and ultimately we couldn't stand for anything if we don't understand that every single person on this planet deserved the chance that Gene Crimmy had. Gene Crimmy being born in 1949 and on the east side of Pasadena, thinking that this was the world, and then just slowly but surely seeing that what a perfect thing I was given, and how few people were given that gift on the planet. But we could do it for everybody. I'm telling you, oil, petroleum oil, if you look up the history the way I have, only because I was interested in Henry Ford and the auto industry, so I found out what snakes the petroleum people were, always. It's always been evil, and there's no reason why we can't look at it this way. It's the mob. And we got to look at what Israel is. If they're not part of the oil mob, what the hell is going on? This is serious, serious stuff. And because Scott Palmer was involved in it, it gives me another reason why I have to do this. And for me to know what Scott was before and what his knowledge base was, and how he could turn from the fellow that anyone so says about him, World War II and the Holocaust and anything else, the worst evil that has been done was done in Vietnam and Cambodia and Laos during my lifetime, and my family, my immediate family, was on the wrong side of it. Uncle Jim and I were on the right side of it, and anyone who says that anything about Vietnam was anything more than a warmonger's money-making scheme and control scheme, and just evil beyond evil beyond evil, is pouring salt on the wounds of what really happened. We have to be honest about everything. We have to be honest about what the United States has become with all of this ridiculous military-industrial complex. The amount of money that has been falsely sent into the pockets of exactly the wrong people is nuts. Look at what's happened to the oceans. Look what's happened to people's freedom all over the planet, directly as a result of our GOP, the carpetbaggers of the super wealthy, the bankers and the oil guys that have always been at the heart of all the problems. We can put seeds in the ground, grow crops, and in 1 year we could be as close to being off oil as 90% of the way there. No more plastics made of petroleum, and no more oil taken out of the ground. No more Keystone pipelines, no more Dick Cheneys, no more 9/11s, no more drones. This could all start to go away. Of course, we got to get women fully involved. The bad ones, the good ones, we got to put, what if Hey, ladies, we burned it all down. Hey, ladies, right to the